Let's recap how US markets fared overnight. We had a strong rally across the charts, about 2.5% added to the Dow and taking it through 11,400 points. The S&P 500 just shy of 1,200 now after a 2.9% rally, and 3% added to the Nasdaq, driving it through 2,500 points. Well, let's get some perspective. Yu-Dee Chang, Principal and Chief Advisor at ACE Investment Strategists, is joining us from Washington, D.C. Also, we have our chart guru, Daryl Guppy, CEO of GuppyTraders.com, around the set this morning. Yu-Dee, why don't you kick it off? It feels as though investors were scooping up stocks again. Is this a market that doesn't want to be short ahead of Obama's speech?
Yeah, I think so. There's a couple of nice news coming out today. I think one was the German court ruling, followed by the Beige Book. That was pretty good. And people were in anticipation of both Bernanke and President Obama's speech. And plus the fact that the first 3 days of September, the market dropped about 4.5% already. So today is a bounce back day. So I think, if you ask me, I think the market has made a bottom actually since August the 9th. Although very volatility, but the market has been making higher highs and higher lows. I personally think it's a buying opportunity now.
Okay, let's get some chart perspectives. Dow, are you ready to rock and roll with the Dow?
Oh, we're always ready to rock and roll with the Dow. The important thing with the Dow is that it's got a very good solid bottom at 10,800 and this upper section here at 11,600. So what we're doing is we're vibrating within this broad trading band. It's an L-shaped style recovery. A breakout from that will give us an upside target initially of 12,500.
So the lows are beyond us, because last time round you were looking for target protection rather at 10,600, which is a fair level off where we're sitting right now.
That's right, and that's still valid because we take this broad trading band, project that upwards, it gives us our 12,500 target, and project it downwards, and it gives us our 10,600 target. So at this stage we're waiting for this L-shaped recovery to develop to say which way is going to break, up or down. And technically it looks a little bullish rather than bearish at the moment.
Yu-Dee, you say that the base has been put into the market for now at least, but isn't there still a lot of headline risk out there? I mean, too much risk to really make you feel comfortable as a buyer to start putting money back to work?
Yeah. Fantastic question. I think that's exactly the case. There are a lot of headline risk out there, right? So that's why it's not necessarily because of that I'm not willing to buy. It's because of that I'm still willing to buy on dips. However, when I have some profit, when things start to turn, I have no qualm about selling. I think it's not just me, but it's many traders and investors out there, resulting in this market oscillating pretty wildly. Look at the month of August. We had like 4 straight days in a row. Dow Jones moved 400 points.
Okay, there's a better word. Oscillation, I prefer that to vibration. Vibration, I think, is sort of lower frequency, lower amplitude moves. But oscillation, I was going to actually use that word, Yu-Dee, because look, triple-digit moves either to the up or downside have characterized, at the very least, the Dow recently. So, I mean, you've got a lot of people saying that what you need to do, therefore, is separate that sort of noise, that volatility, away from the actual signals that'll tell you whether or not it's time to buy. And those signals include the fundamentals, what's going on with retail sales, what's going on with employment, what's going on with economic growth. Is that fair?
Yeah, I think some of them are there. You know, if you look at it, I think psychologically right now things are bad. The other day I was talking to a friend, and right off the bat he's like, oh my God, the economy is so bad. But if you look at the real data, today's Beige Book is telling us it's not that bad, right? GDP, not great, but still growing at about 1.5%. ISM yesterday came out. It was the 21st consecutive month of business growing. So although U.S. economy is chugging along at snail's pace, yet we're not double dipping. So overall speaking, I think there's still opportunity in the market. However, you just can't chase it. You can't go chase this market. You have to find the right sector and actually buy it at the right valuation. So I keep saying this word. Not that I'm advocating trading, but you have to try to buy it on the lower side of it and take your profit on the high side of it and keep rolling through this market via various sectors rather than chasing the market or chasing momentum.
Okay, so if we're going with the term oscillating this morning, we've had oscillating markets out there, investors not knowing what to do with gold.
Okay.
Gold's been oscillating too, right? We had some records, it's come right back. What do you see on gold markets?
I don't see an oscillation. One of the key factors with gold is to have had, first of all, this parabolic trend. It's collapsed through that. We've got this long-term uptrend line here, which now forms the base for coming down and support. We're not actually forming a double top at this stage. We need to come back to the all-time highs above 1,900 before we get a double top in place. So we're still looking for a continuation of the uptrend, but at a slower rate than we've been having.
And Yu-Dee, your perspective on gold, are you still buying any for protection as it comes off the highs?
Yeah, I think not right now. I think it's kind of interesting. We're actually a very active gold trader. So not only the price of gold, but we also follows options prices on gold. This coming down recently, we made a reversal, and from there, they actually took a lot of premium off call option and added back into the put option. So I think over the short-term basis, we're expecting gold actually go down a little bit more. But I agree with your technical analysis there. I think overall speaking, on dips, we like to buy gold, but not yet. I expect maybe another $40 to $60 of downward action on gold, at which times we actually will be buyers of gold again.
Just another day for gold these days.
Yeah,
huh?
exactly.
Yeah.
We see the extent of those moves day in, day out these days. We're going to continue our conversation with Yu-Dee Chang from Ace Investment Strategies in just a moment. He will come back and continue talking with us. Also, Daryl Guppy, who will be with us for the next 3 hours of Squawk. So email your questions and requests through to him.